Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. I promise to both of you that I will never, ever spoil the main ending for Toy Story 4. Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop197. This is my review for today. And today's review, ladies and dudes, well, my friends, it's that time once again for another movie review. And yes, this is the most important movie review that everybody has been waiting for. And here's my ticket for it. So for my next movie review is Toy Story 4. And I will say that Toy Story 4 is a very darn good movie to watch. And truly is one of the most surprising films of this year so far. Yeah, I truly enjoyed this movie. And I will tell you about my ranking of the Toy Story Saga in a moment. So, let's get this started. So, without further ado, ladies and dudes, here is my movie review of Toy Story 4. And let's head on to the main plot of the story. What should I say about the main plot of the story? Well, it's about Woody starting his brand new life with Bonnie, along with his toy pals, and they gotta take care of a brand new toy named Sporky, if I got that dude's name right. A guy who's really a spork. But Sporky is trying to tell Woody the truth that he is trash and not a toy. So Woody tried really, really hard to teach Sporky how to be a toy and not trash. And then along the way, Woody is going to reunite the love of his life named Bo Peep. And Bo Peep is starting to become a different toy. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of vets going on here and there for the main plot of the story of Toy Story 4. And I don't want to take too many things away about it. So, yep, that's all I could say about the main plot of the story for Toy Story 4. And you already know what the heck do I think about this movie. I will say this is one of the best movies I have ever seen so far this year in the year of 2019. I mean, this movie really did blew me away from start to finish. Yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit this movie will end up in a bittersweet note. But I made a promise for Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. I will not allow to spoil it. So this is a non-spoiler movie review. If you guys get the picture. So now, let's head on to what the heck do I think about this movie. Like I said, I do love this movie. It's one of the best movies so far in the year of 2019. And I enjoyed everything about this film. I will say it had a very good storyline. It has great characters, beautiful animation. It had a wonderful score. It has some happy moments, sad moments, funny moments, entertaining moments. And as for my rankings for all the films I did see for the Toy Story Saga, plus a brand new storyline that came from Kingdom Hearts 3. You know, the brand new toy storyline that featured Sora, Donald, Goofy. I'm gonna rank all 5 of them. to tell you the truth. So here's my rankings for the Toy Story Saga. The 5th place goes to the first movie. The 4th place goes to the one that featured in Kingdom Hearts 3. I call it Toy Story 2.5. That took place at the latter half between number 2 and number 3. The 3rd place belongs to Toy Story 3. The 2nd place belongs to Toy Story 4. And the 1st place belongs to Toy Story 2. I mean, I really love all 5 of the storylines for the Toy Story Saga. And I hope nobody will be mad at me about my rankings, if you know what I mean. So anyway, let's head on to the strongest points and the weakest points of Toy Story 4. I will say for the strongest point for this movie is the animation. This is one of the best animations I have ever seen so far in Pixar history. This animation is so darn mind-blowing. It was sharp, fast-paced, it's very well detailed, it has full brightful colors, and it's very fluid. I will say this is one of the most fluid animations I have ever seen so far for this year in animated films. That is so darn awesome. So yeah, I will say the true strongest point for this movie is truly the animation. And yes, ladies and dudes, I will admit, there is a weak point that I found with this movie. And I'm very darn disappointed. There were 3 characters missing from Bonnie's toys. Just 3 characters. One is our dear beloved Totoro, one is Mr. Chuckles, and those cute little stuffy peas. What the heck happened to those characters? Why are they not featured in this movie? I really want to see them again after the events of Toy Story 3. Where the heck did they go? Did Bonnie soul them? I don't want Bonnie to soul one of my favorite characters that came from a Miyazaki film. I was so darn disappointed. Oh, where the heck are those other 3 characters? I really loved them when I first saw them in Toy Story 3, but they didn't get featured in Toy Story 4. That is not fair. What the heck is Pixar thinking? Not featuring the other characters in this film. Yep, I'm so darn upset, ladies and dudes. They did feature the other characters who are the parts in Toy Story 3, but they did not get featured in Toy Story 4. That sucks. Big time. So my biggest, weakest point of this movie is, where the heck are the other characters that came from Bonnie's toys? That really did suck. Big time. And now, let's go on to the characters. Man, there's a lot of characters to choose from in this film. I will go with the 3 most wonderful characters in the whole entire movie. One is Duke Kaboom, played by our dear beloved Keanu Reeves, our dear beloved Ted. And the other 2 is Ducky and Bunny, played by these 2 new actors I never heard of. I'll go on with Ducky and Bunny first. Man, those 2 guys, they are pretty darn entertaining. I mean, they had an awkward storyline. They have such cool personalities and attitudes. And I'll never forget the part, well, two main parts of the movie. And I will call it the double big lib alligator moment, since it did happen twice. There was a part where these two guys had beaten up our dear beloved Buzz Lightyear. I made it, folks. There was a part where poor Buzz Lightyear got beat up by those two plushies. It was so awkward, but yet so hilarious at the same time. And does anybody feel sorry for Buzz Lightyear? Of seeing him getting beat up by two plushies? One is a duck and the other is a bunny? You get the picture. I wish I could say more about these two funny-looking, plushy, stuffed animals, but that's all I can say about those weirdos. But in a good way. And now, let's go on to Duke Kaboom, played by our dear beloved Keanu Reeves, our dear beloved Ted! Yeah, I love Duke Kaboom. He's such a really cool, interesting character. I mean, he had a really cool storyline. He has a great personality, great attitude. And boy, Keanu Reeves is having a good time playing a very cool, likable character who's really a stunt double. And yeah, his backstory was pretty darn sad. I feel so sorry for the guy. A guy who doesn't know how to make good stunts. But he knows how to be a talented guy, if you know what I mean. And yes, it is very cool to see Keanu Reeves in an animated film, but this is not the only animated film that he did. He did another animated film somewhere around the 2000 area, but I don't know what the name of this other animated film that he was featured. But I really want to congratulate Keanu Reeves for finally getting a strong cult following after 30-something years had passed for him. Yeah, he's finally becoming a popular guy. And to tell you the truth is, an interesting fun fact you should know about Keanu Reeves, he is truly known as a down-to-earth person. He's very, very down-to-earth. He is truly a human being in real life. I know, it's so darn surprising. We finally got a famous actor who is truly a human being and very so down to earth. And he is surely a very nice guy indeed. And I do want to congratulate him for finally getting the strong cult following that he's been waiting for all this time. I think the John Wick Saga and Toy Story 4 had finally paid off for his career. So I really want to congratulate Keanu Reeves for that. And I will say the famous dialogue that came from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes! And yeah, as for Sporky, if I got his name right, yeah, he's a very cute and interesting character. He's pretty darn likable. He's tried really hard to be a toy instead of being trash. That's all I can say about that cool character. And now, let's head on to my final thoughts of Toy Story 4. Overall, Toy Story 4 is one of the best movies that we got so far in the year of 2019. It had a good storyline, likable characters, beautiful animation, it had a wonderful score. It will make you laugh, it will make you cry. And I'm not sure if the Toy Story Saga will continue on or not. We'll wait and see what happens. And so for my rating for this film, I decided to give it a 9.3 out of 10. This is a very darn good movie to watch for this year. And that is it, ladies and dudes. That's my whole entire movie review of Toy Story 4. So what do you think about this movie? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's pretty decent? And what is your rankings for all 4 of the Toy Story films? Or you could add the one that came from Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And join me next time for my next movie review to come as I return to the theaters to see Spider-Man Far From Home. And join me on my next movie review to come. And I'll see you guys later, and sayonara.